you want the tallest tower you can build within 5 minutes. So current time is 2:02. I shall stop at 2:07. So please start building. Please do not think too much and don't feel stressed or being criticized of what you are building. Simply stack any bricks. They do not need to be logical. Do not need to worry about your neighbor. How they build is their own business. You do your own. And bear in mind, it doesn't need to make any sense at the moment. Just continue to build the tallest tower you can build. You have approximately 3 more minutes. You do not have to spend the entire 5 minutes. If you are happy with whatever you build, you are okay. You have approximately 1 more minute. Even if it's unfinished, it's fine. Okay? When time's up, and stop. Okay, time's up. Okay, you finish your last bit. Feel satisfied after attaching your last bit, and that's it. Okay, now all you need to do is look around your neighbor. Look at what they built. Okay, first thing first, you will experience this excitement. Everyone theoretically will build different model. Okay, when we say tallest tower, take a look and reflect. Do we see any tall tower? 1 or 2, yes? We are able to even see simple build versus a more complicated build. Okay? At this point in time, do not worry about what are we actually building. So remember, first thing first, we have a question. Our question is to ask individually to build a tall tower based on ease. Okay, don't need to care about whether competing with your friends or not, just based on it. And many of us just build, like for my case, I just build like that. So that is my tower. That's how I interpret. Okay, so far are we okay with this process first? Because I'm actually leading you into the process without telling you what's in it first. So I'll hold on to it first, keep you in suspension, because I want you to experience the thinking, the methodological competency behind it. That means why are we doing it? But before you can rationalize it, you have to at least experience it. Okay, now we move on to the next stage. One of the stage will require you to listen to question and then to build. And the next stage which requires you to actually share. So this is the tough part, because some people will think that, oh no, it's my turn, I don't know what to share, I don't know what to say. Okay, frankly speaking, because you are building some nonsense, you can speak nonsense. It's okay. Okay, we are not going to laugh at you because most of us should be in the nonsense stage at this time. Okay, so there is no benchmark. Okay, you are not supposed to speak something so high level until people say that, oh, wow, you are very good. Don't need that kind of appraiser. Okay, so rule of thumb is that usually in a facilitation 1 to 12, we will usually let the whoever volunteer to speak. So for this table, maybe we just get someone to talk about it. Okay, I start first to give you an example. So usually when you will be put into a position of a question, to build a tower, and then ask you to explain. So maybe when I was building, I also don't know why I'm building. That is the sometimes some people call it the magical part. That they think that they must think in order, okay, I must know what is this, what is this. That's why I build. I must be very careful. I want to say this, I want to say that, therefore I build. Because of that, you will think that that's LSP. In fact, LSP is not. LSP, you are supposed to just build. Let your hands do the talking. That is what it meant. Let your hands do the talking. Don't care. Okay? Why I say that? So now I'm going to show you what have I built. So simply, in fact, when I'm now going through my thinking cap, I'm also in a confused stage. Oh, jialat, I also don't know what I'm supposed to say. Oh, I'm struggling. In my mind now is actually struggling. Like, how am I going to say? Just now when I put all the pieces together, now you want me to tell a story. I also don't know what to say. Okay, so now it starts like that. First, you will be able to say that this black piece, the safest part, we always say the black piece is the foundation. So this is the foundation that ITE wants our students to acquire. So I finally had to start. Okay, so that means it's as good as tell a story. This story just anchor it as something. Don't care. So this is what I try to anchor, a foundation where we want our students to acquire. And then how we want to acquire? We want to give them variety. So we have College West, College Central, College East. So each of these colors represent one college. And of course, as a whole system, we want our students to grow vertically so that they can attain a certain high standard. And obviously, moving ahead, we want our students to be a little bit more intelligent. Intelligent not because they are not intelligent now, because we want them to be more articulative, to be able to see beyond their horizon. Okay? And bear in mind, having done that, so that they can stay afloat compared to a robot, or we are worried that robot will replace us, we also want to have mindfulness on our, what we call the green and eco environment. That means when we are building our work, when we are embarking on our project, whatever we do, we should have a thinking about our environment. So that is, I was just articulating, talking about anything that comes into my mind. So when it's your turn, please don't overthink. my story like just now he say like that, I got sense now jialat, my turn already. I don't know what am I going to say. Will it be totally out of any logical sense? Okay, please don't think too much. Just build it up. Rule of thumb: whenever you explain, hold your model, point to the object. Like just as I mentioned, this base represents the foundation we want to give for the students. The color bricks represent the 3 different colleges. And then we want our students to have vertical learning upwards to attain high standards. Okay, so this represents their attainment. And these bricks with the eye represent their foresight. They are able to see beyond the horizon. And this little so-called flower, or maybe it's just leaves, doesn't matter, represent the eco, the environment, taking care of nature. Okay? You will be still confused, don't worry, that's how I learn and struggle along the way. At the moment, as I repeat, the story need not make sense. All you do is point from bottom all the way to the top. You may not even want to do it in a sense that everything I also want to say. Maybe I only say the bottom and the top. In between, I really don't know what to say. It's fine. Okay, but we hopefully expect more participation. If you can, share as much as you can.
So the story is about ITE education?
No, it can be anything.
Yeah.
At the moment, anything. It can be even fantasy stuff,
okay.
illogical stuff. Totally no link one to this world. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. Okay, maybe I explain again. Just now I mentioned something more logical, tied to ITE. Maybe now I try to do it differently. I'll say that, okay, this black thing basically represent our current state of mind. We are in a confused state. Everything black. Don't know what it's all about. Okay, and this different color represent that no matter how I want to put sense to it, it is still building on a unknown state. So I also don't know eventually where are we heading. Okay, then when we go up, the more I go up, the more narrow it becomes, and I really cannot see what I intend to see, although I have only one eye. And last but not least, hopefully at the end of this session, there's a glimpse of hope where leaves start to grow from an unknown state. So you can imagine like what I just articulated or I just mentioned is actually a metaphor. That means everything you see can be a different story all the time. Okay? Don't jump the gun first, then you say that, wow, then this one, anything also anything, then how to learn. Okay, don't worry first. We have to achieve the sequence first, achieve the metaphor standard first. So I just demonstrated to you that even with the same setting, which I don't know why I want to build this, but the story can change. Can change from something that perhaps I already have some idea to something that I don't know what am I talking about. Even I'm talking nonsense. It's okay. This is called metaphor. Okay? Anybody wants to start one by one? Everyone must say one. You can say less, you can say more. It's okay. But everyone must say. Even as a qualifier, even I say, this is my tower. That's it. I got nothing to say. Also can. Okay, to make you feel safe. Because in Lego Serious Play, we do not force people to say things they don't want to say.
Maybe let me say first.
Okay, good.
I'm going to stay through most.
Let's pay attention to him, please.
Basically, when I do this, very much influenced by what you say to build a taller building.
Yes.
So I'm building a building.
I said, I
don't have much metaphor. Others
don't know what that.
so
Okay.
I just have a taller building.
Okay, great.
So, and the reason it is very engineering
Yes.
because I'm engineering trained.
Yes.
The reason I go to taller building, right, and I only have 5 minutes, right?
Yes.
So I just focus on building the height.
That's great. That's great.
But then as I build the height, I worry that it may fall. So I'm trying to put this platform and have a possibility to actually have a side line support to make a bigger base. Very technical level engineering. That's all.
Okay, that's great.
As I build out that, I realized that actually by doing all these things that actually I have a 2 step of this. Below usually is those community areas like restaurant, things like that.
Yes.
And I realized that I have these two pieces of things that I can flag a long time never visit a restaurant in Turn.
Went to where? Near to Sentosa.
So I this thing, wow, yeah, in Turn, this thing. So then as I build, stack it up,
Yes.
I have feeling that it needs some reflection area between so that people can exchange, and I decided to build two, right? Then the last one I try to make a so called very tall.
Yes.
You know, in all the building top building always observation tower,
Yes.
see through. So this is one. So you go out there, you see everything, right?
Nice, nice.
Then on these two, basically that I'm trying to think of this the communication things lah. You know, this is my maybe 5G, 6G,
Okay, okay.
8G.
So the flag represents the communicator lah.
So it's really the fastest, maybe 10G. But the thing is this, when I built this,
Yes.
I'm really is influenced by the first thought of make a taller building.
Yes.
There's not any side thought of I'm going to build this for metal anything. So that's my time feeling. You ask me build building, I build building.
Correct, correct.
I have, but I'm very surprised that you build a building you can put it to ITE education. But as a learner, you ask me to build this a building. That's why I can see it.
Very good. Thanks for your sharing.
It's a building.
I will leave it there first. Later I will do a reflection. At the moment you can see, he has actually same thing lah. Just follow instruction. He asked me to build, I build. And at the end of the day, I try to fix my story in lah. Since I already built, no choice. Okay, that is actually the key thing of LSP. You are not supposed to think first before you build. You're supposed to build first. After that, use a story and link it. Why? Because science has proven we tend to overthink. When we overthink, we overlimit ourselves. There are a lot of things we don't want people to know, we want people to say. Then when you keep on thinking, you are not doing, you are not building. Okay? Lego Serious Play is supposed to let you free up this. Build first. Later on, then you use your mouth to talk until the bird can fly down. That kind of words. Okay? Don't be surprised. You may think that, oh, then usually only those who are more articulative, they're more vocal, then they can do very well with LSP. You will be surprised. Even SCN, very quiet one. When we ask them to build LSP, suddenly, wow, this guy actually may not be true SCN, they can talk so much. They will bring their whole idea into the bricks. And then, of course, psychologically, we also learn whatever you just say, it actually do reflect a very nice nature self, your views. You will be surprised that consistently we have seen people, when we say collect back the bill, they cry, they weep. Because when we are doing consultancy, we observe that. In fact, if you talk to a few consultants, they also tell you that there are people who are emotionally attached to what they do. You know why? Suddenly they find out that, wow, my little bird, small bird in my heart, now has been uncaged and fly out. I can talk so freely. Because I think more or less Singapore, most of us has certain restriction, certain suppression, so we don't talk that much. Lego Serious Play is a time where you just talk nonsense. Frankly speaking, you don't even need to make sense. But you will be surprised at how much nonsense you talk eventually becomes sense. Why? Because as I say, these tools is a psychological tool. So the person who designed these actually do teach us how to understand the mental state of people without even you knowing your own mental state. And by playing, you actually know your state better. Why are we doing it? Not because we are psychic, we want to understand you and then manipulate you and eventually control you. No. Because we want to use tools like this to open up yourself. You will be surprised at how much you don't know about yourself. How much willing, like I'm willing to soar to the sky, but because of all the burden that I have, I never thought of. And by unleashing that power, you will be able to understand the motivation behind it, the engagement level behind it, and if we lead you further through the Lego Serious Play, then you will understand why the world now is crazy about this tool. And for those who who has an incentive, like personally I also has an incentive, to be a Lego Serious Play facilitator. The price point is very nice. If we will conduct a seminar, if you are not that high level, easily you can offer at the price point of per participant 240 Sing per participant for a duration of 4 hours to 8 hours session. If you do it, of course, for larger, so far I have not had the opportunity to do in a 3-day one. If we do all the way to what we call application technique 7. Okay, usually we only do up to 3 is a minimum, 4 or 5. Then we stop there. 6 and 7 we will dwell further. We require a 3 full-day workshop, mainly for strategic planning. Okay, we hope to do that. I'm now also trying to convince Dr. Eric to let us do it, so that with the session head coming in, they can do their planning. But he's not comfortable yet. Slowly. We hope maybe next year we have a better opportunity once our thinker space. We actually building our thinker space, okay, in order to facilitate LSP to make it more visible in IT. And then when more people see the benefit, the buy-in will be stronger. And then with more stronger buy-in, people will tend to try. Okay. Bear in mind, I'm not selling Koyo that die must do this. But I'm showing you, I strongly show you this, is that it's actually a very interesting tool. If you know how to unlock this tool for your students, you will find that your lesson never boring. And you don't have to struggle too much because it is naturally a student-centric learning. You do not need to plan lesson. You need to do lesson planning still, but you do not need to bother about, should I be a knowledge expert? Should I be so competent in whatever way so that I can teach the student? No. You will turn the table around. The students will tell you they are learning. Your job is to make sure that they are learning in the right pace, in the right place, as well as the right time. Don't overlearn or don't underlearn. So that's very important. So sorry for my interruption. Any next volunteer? Everyone must have a chance. You can say short one or long one version. Okay, ladies first.
No story.
Yeah, later no story.
Yeah.
Okay, when I do this productivity review, the first thought is
Try to show your product to the
okay,
rest.
my product I think is a very pretty one. Yeah.
Very colorful
So,
indeed.
yeah, very colorful.